One of the challenges that some of our clients come to us with is they're startup companies and they don't have the staff to necessarily start producing products. Eastridge has been able to be a supplier of workforce for them as they start up their business. A lot of these companies that we've worked with are going through the FDA approval process. And so they're trying to get enough product to go through that process, although they don't need a full-time workforce. So we've been able to come in there and provide them the workforce that they need to get started. And then once they get the FDA approval, really help them ramp up and create a full-time workforce and ramp up very quickly to help with their production levels. One of the challenges that clients sometimes have as a startup is they don't really know the amount of manpower that they would need to get started. So Eastridge is a strategic partner as far as we've been able to help companies set up their operation when they're first starting. Because of our experience in the biotech industry and the med tech industry, we've worked on with many startup companies that have their own production lines. So because of our partnerships with those prior companies, we're really able to be a strategic partner with helping our clients figure out the amount of people that they need, the different things that they should be thinking about when they are starting to bring on workforce. So that's one of the benefits of using Eastridge. The impact could be costly to a startup business if they don't bring on enough people, or if they're not bringing on the right people, or if they're bringing on too many people. So it's really important that startup businesses have a strategic partner, the way we've been to some of our clients, to guide them through those nuances of adding workforce, adding employees to your staff. Part of the challenge for some clients is making sure they have the right amount of people to hit their production levels. In initial conversations, we ask the questions, how much product do you need to get out by a certain time, and then guide them. So, for example, we've partnered with a company recently who has machines, and they point blank asked us, how many people am I going to need per machine? And so we have discussions based about what does the production look like for the next month, the next 2 months, the next 90 days, and how can we gradually get you the people that you need where it's not overstaffing immediately, although we know we're eventually going to get there, but just making sure that you are hitting your production levels. So that's definitely something that we've been able to help clients with. With these startup companies, they'll come to us and say, we'll ask them the question, what does success look like to you in this role? How fast should they be going? How much product should one person produce? And then work backwards from that end of things. They don't know how many people that they need. We can help them assess by asking them about the production, what their production levels expect to be, and then work backwards from that.
I think my role is creating, a set of optics and ideas for contingent workforce, managing headcount, managing ideas for battling attrition, workplace culture, figuring out a different set of ideas that they may be wanting to get into, and they need to drive home a certain production. They just don't know how to get there. So we're able to give them some good advice as far as take into account everything that we've done up to this point. What are some of the things that I can do? What does my reach look like? And what do my candidates' employees look like? Why do candidates' employees work with me? Why do they work with Eastridge? Why do they want to work for you? It's really about controlling that pace with the hiring managers, because there may be just different expectations on both sides. And that's from the employees and that's from the clients as well. So me being objective, I jump in and can give both parties, like I said, optics onto what to expect moving forward and what the timeline may look like for them. Relatively speaking, with Eastridge, it's kind of how I kind of market the brand and sell the brand, working from a part of where I fit in as an employee owner, why my tenure has been with Eastridge so long. What does that mean in a sense of working together in a partnership? You get experience, you get a structure of employees, you get a structure of pipeline, a structure of tried and true ideas, experience in their line of business, and 100% a partnership. This is not anything that we consider the language to be a third party or a vendor. We carry in the relationship as a partner, and it works again on both sides. So the candidates are employees, they're not temps. We try to drive the language on both sides with the employees and with the clients. And that's where the partnership comes from. It's just shifting ideas with hiring practices and controlling maybe some of the metrics that are important to them, because we have our own metrics that are important to us. And then we have the variable, which is the employee.